Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio in Times Square, New York City, we have Jon Bostock, CEO of Leaf Home, to discuss home improvement trends, DIY shopping, and of course maintenance to make home ownership easy. It is great to have you with us, Jon. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thanks for having me. So excited to see you.
Yes, and this is one of my favorite topics to cover, consumer trends when it comes to DIY. I mean, it was such a hot topic certainly over the past 3 years going through the pandemic. What are some of the trends that you're seeing? Are they shifting at all since the home improvement craze?
Yeah, well, first of all, home ownership is not easy, and we want to make it easy. And there has been a trend in the marketplace of doing more things for yourself, but what we're seeing is a huge trend of do it for me. And as you think about homes and you think about the complexity, median home age 37 years now, it's hard to think back and think that homes age every single day. And what we see a huge trend towards is maintenance. So non-discretionary products that people need for their home, either to move water away, which is our core leaf filter business, or as an example, water purification, the challenge of having clean drinking water. Even as you and I discussed, the idea of if you live in a 2-story home and you're aging in place and interest rates are locked in at a low rate, you may not be able to move to a single-story home. And so a product like Stairlift that we offer helps you navigate that situation. So we're seeing more of a need-based shift, more of a shift towards making your home more livable in the environment that you live in, and just a different mentality about home ownership overall.
Yeah, it does seem kind of counterintuitive, like we were discussing off camera, and then also the return to office trend that we're seeing now too. To your point, there's less optional projects, and you're thinking more about maintenance and what you need, because owning a home is fun, as you said, and something even as simple as water, that's something you have to fix. It's not a luxury of, oh, I want to remodel my kitchen.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And you look at a category like water, not only is there health, but we're also seeing the economic value. So as the supply chain overall is more expensive, you look at markets that have relied on the delivery of a bottled water product, oftentimes it's more inexpensive and easier to have a system like ours installed. And so really it's this trend of, I want to own a home, I want it to be easy, I want it to be frictionless, I want to find a partner that can do it for me. And you look at our footprint, we are arguably the most disruptive and successful home services company out there. 80% of zip codes, because we've effectively developed a model with great product market fit, but it's also vertically integrated from a customer experience, which is a significant challenge for a lot of homeowners, finding someone reliable to do the services in the market. And so we built the company in that way, and it's proved to be really, really successful.
And the leaf filter product is your flagship product.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, when I found out you're coming on the show, I was excited because I just leaf filtered my entire house. And in the Northeast, particularly New Jersey, we've had insane rain almost every week. So speaking from someone who actually has it on their home.
Yeah, and look, the macro trends that you talked about have also fueled challenges for homeowners. So people are dealing with more volatile weather. You look at the West Coast as an example, fires. One of the leading issues and risks is having debris around your home, whether it's in gutters or outside of your dwelling. A product like Leaf Filter not only helps with rain mitigation and risk related to water, but there also is that need with keeping debris out and keeping you safe. So there certainly are macro trends as well with home ownership that is really shifting the way that people think about the buying process.
Let's talk about the business. What are some of the recent successes you want to share?
Yeah, so look, not only did our core product help get us into 80% of zip codes, but we've been able to successfully introduce more products. One of the things I'm most proud about as one proof point of that and using our infrastructure, in January of this year, we came up with a new idea. And the idea was, let's have a garage flooring business that offers a greater solution to homeowners, gives them either another space or a more livable environment. We launched it in January of this year. We're already in 2 markets, by 10 by the end of the year. And so it's this idea of using our footprint to grow product lines, to introduce new products and services, has been a huge success. I would also say that I'm most proud that we are powered by people. And I think when we think about home ownership and you think about the challenge that it is hard to find someone reliable to do the work, we have a network of over 8,000 people. We have a vertically integrated customer experience. So we have people who can actually provide the service. It's not like a digital platform where you go to a marketplace and you hope that someone on the back end that answers that inquiry is going to be of quality and deliver on the experience. We actually vertically integrate it and do it. And so I'm really proud not only that we have new products and services and we've shown that we can successfully roll them out, but we have a system that empowers our people, trains them, and it just really, if you look at the trends in the marketplace, ultimately we want to make homeownership easy, we want to provide meaningful jobs, and we want to provide solutions, and so we're checking those boxes.
Let's talk about strategic priorities. How do you continue to move this at scale?
Yeah, so look, it is about using technology to power people. And a lot of companies use technology to improve the customer experience. We're looking at it and saying, if we can create a frictionless model to introduce new products and services, to be better at anticipating your needs as a homeowner, tie in the idea of how long you're going to be in the home, how you're going to deal with the complexity. If we can do those things using technology, our people will be better, in a better position to deliver on that promise. So that's clearly one. Also, our footprint and infrastructure. It's so important that we use it and we build on it. That's a strategic advantage that, look, we were successful because we had a product with great market fit, but having that footprint is a huge advantage to build off of. And so that's a very important strategic priority. And then I think the North Star for us is to fundamentally work towards this idea that homeownership is hard. For many people, it's not reachable. And we need to not only have products and services, but we need to think really big about how we can be a part of this process over the long term.
I also want to point out that investing in veterans is a priority for Leaf Home. And I have to be honest with you, that is what kind of got me over the hump to make the financial commitment to do leaf filter in my house.
Absolutely. You know, and that's part of the people promise is when you look at a pipeline of talent, veterans provide some of the best talent out there. We're so proud. We have over 200 veterans today with our company. It's a huge part of our, not only our thesis on how we can develop talent, but look, finding people who know how to do things in trades, finding people who can communicate to a homeowner in a way that makes sense. Veterans are some of our best resources, and the partnership we have to deliver on that is awesome.
All right, Jon, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.